What's up, guys? MrGimms back again, and today we're going to go over the developer update that dropped about 20 minutes ago. These are the changes that will be coming into the live game. When is it scheduled for? Let me quickly get the date. Mid-chapters expect to release later this month. They're not giving us a direct timer. So it'll either be, for those playing at home, on the 19th of Tuesday or 26th of Tuesday. And that's of July. But let's get into it, guys. I want to go over this. These are all the amended changes going in from the PTB. You know, the endurance matter that we all talked about. Let's get into it, guys. Last month, when we revealed the possibility of the largest balance patch in Dead by Daylight's history, it certainly was, along with an overhaul to the progression system. We've kept an close eye on the feedback since the updates hit the public test build last week. In this special edition of the developer update, we'll be covering all the changes we'll be making into the mid-chapter following the 6.1 PTB. If you haven't already, yeah, we can check out those later. We know that. That's the original notes, guys. Progression. We'd like to start off things by talking about the overhauled progression system, in which perks are unlocked immediately through Prestige rather than needing to be found in the Blood Web. While these changes make it far easier to collect for the various perks on all your characters, we've received some feedback regarding the difficulty of obtaining add-ons. Yes, because obviously at higher end blood point tiers, like when you're stuck on 50 repeat, you know what I mean? You get better items. That's the whole idea of Prestige 3. And because the blood web's smaller now, people are worrying that they're not going to get their add-ons properly. So that's what this is about. To remedy this, we'll be making a few changes. First, we've increased the blood point caps per category to 10,000 from 8,000. By increasing these caps, you can potentially earn up to 40,000 blood points per match instead of 32, allowing you to purchase more nodes on the blood web. At the same time, well, I mean, it's not much more, is it? This allows you to earn more blood points in a category before capping out, making matches which you're pigeonholed into a certain role a little more rewarding. I mean, that's pretty good, because oftentimes we always feel like, oh shit, I just did gens all game because they chased the killer and I'm not going to get many blood points. That might remedy that. That's pretty cool. Second, in a future update, we will revisit the rarity of blood web nodes after prestiging. Currently, resetting the level 1 also makes common nodes far more well common. If your favorite add-ons happen to be rare or very rare, prestiging may have made collecting them difficult. This change will make it easier to find a wider variety of add-ons on both lower and higher rarities. That's good. Beyond add-ons, we've also received some feedback on the cost of prestiging. In the PTB, the prestige node cost 50,000 blood points, which you did not discuss with anyone. You just slapped that there for some weird reason. While it may not sound like much, it could take several games to afford. We are reducing the cost of the node to 20,000 blood points to make progressing a little smoother. Why do anything at all? Speaking of blood points, the 1 million cap has long been a topic of discussion, and we felt this was fitting time to revisit it. We are raising the cap to 2 million blood points. As always, bonus blood points from things like login rewards, promo codes, or player support will exceed this cap. 2 million's good. I would have gone with 5. I think, 6-year-old game, but that's just me. That's better than nothing, though. I'm not complaining. Finally, we've made a tweak to the catch-up mechanic, which rewards your bonus prestige levels based on the progression prior to this overhaul going live. This is based on the number of perk tiers you've unlocked on a character as well as their prestige. In the PTB, we awarded one bonus prestige level for each prestige your characters had prior to the PTB. For the full mid-chapter release, we have increased this to 2 bonus prestige levels. This means if your character was Prestige 3 before the update, they are guaranteed to be Prestige 9 after the update, granting all the new rewards immediately. The catch-up mechanic will be limited to Prestige 9, however, even if this is a calculated bonus, would exceed this. Fair enough. Good. I'm happy with that. Gameplay changes. When changing base mechanics and close to 40 perks in an update, some wacky interactions and powerful strategies are bound to appear. We went into PTB hoping the community would experiment and abuse these changes to their fullest potential, which is what they want. And you did not disappoint, thanks to your feedback on the PTB, and we have a few changes in the works. Endurance. Here we go. The endurance effect has been a hot topic for discussion since the PTB went live. Historically, the status effect has been used very sparingly. But with the advent of new ways to get the effect, some of you made it your personal mission to chain together as many endurance effects as you could. While this is technically working as designed, avoiding multiple hits in a row is not something we want to see. As a result, the endurance effect will no longer protect you from going down if you already have the deep wound status effect. Right, so it's not going to stack anymore. That's that. That's done now. This effectively limits the number of hits you can avoid with the endurance to 1 until you mend your wounds. Yep. So if you mend in time, you can take another hit, but you got to mend. Keeping it as powerful effect than it can be included on various perks while providing a hard limit to how powerful it can be. This is good. As a note, you will still be able to gain the endurance effect while you have deep wounds. This is intended. While it won't prevent you from avoiding a hit, it will take effect if you're able to mend your wounds while the effect is active. Okay, gotcha. Perks. These are going to be the new... So, we're comfortable with sending most of the updated perks to the live version of the game, and there are a few outliners in the PTB we want to take a second look at before release. Ooh, okay. Off the record. How did I know? So these are the perks that are being amended, basically. Okay, Spine Chill now activates when the killer has a clear line of sight to you. After revealing this change, many voiced their concerns about how this would affect hard of hearing players who relied on Spine Chill as a replacement for the Terror Radius. Interesting. While we don't want accessibility to fall on perks, we also do not want to remove the aspect of the perk until we're able to implement a more permanent solution. For release, we've added a visual indicator to Spine Chill's icon that displays the Terror Radius strength. That's kind of cool. In the future, we would like to revisit this and implement a permanent solution that does not require a perk. Only once this happens, the Terror Radius indicator will be removed from Spine Chill. That's nice. Dead Hard now grants the endurance status effect when activated. Instead of causing you to dash in the PTB, the duration of the status effect was set to 1 second. Yeah, 1 second of that time you needed to be hit. This gave survivors a long window to dodge a hit when Dead Hard was used. I didn't think it was that long. For the mid-chapter release, we were reducing this to 0.5 seconds, requiring more precise timing to use effectively. Balance aside, we've also seen some feedback on Dead Hard's animation. The PTB version of Dead Hard uses a modified version of the original animation, but this isn't ideal. In a future update, we'll replace Dead Hard's animation with a refined version designed to better match its new effect. Yeah, because it looks stupid. But you're using a placeholder, so that makes sense. Doesn't mean I'm not going to make fun of it, though. That's been nerfed hard, guys. As mentioned earlier in this post, the endurance effect will also no longer protect you from damage if you already have the deep wound status effect, making it very impractical to dodge subsequent hits. As with all endurance effects, the effect is cancelled prematurely if you perform a conspicuous action. Okay, so it hasn't changed at all, but it doesn't stack anymore. Still 80 seconds, though. That's massive. And it's kind of redundant because BT's going to... It's just a longer BT. That's all it is now, right? And as a result, this perk will deactivate and remove its effects once the gates are powered. Okay, cool. Wow. Overcharge. We know what it does. It increases speed to 400% if you leave it, just regressing. We found this to be a little extreme, especially when paired with Call of Brine, using generators to quickly lose all their progress. This is particularly noticeable with solo survivors who aren't able to communicate in the nearby completed generators regressing. For this release, this has been toned down. The generator will start regressing at 75% speed and increase to 200% speed over the course of 30 seconds. If you're curious, Overcharge becomes faster than the default regression only after 12 seconds. Overcharge can still be combined with Call of Brine to offset the reduced speed. Yeah, it's trash. It's not great, is it? It's okay. I will never run it. Cool. Botany Knowledge increases your healing speed for more than before, but no longer provides medkit efficiency. While this change made the perk more appealing to the healers out there, it could be a little too powerful with medkits. To remedy this, Botany Knowledge will receive a 20% efficiency penalty to medkits. While this may sound minor, even a slight reduction in efficiency can cause medkits to run out of charges before you can finish the heal. Fine. Cool. Still a good perk now. Distortion prevents your aura from being revealed to the killer and can now be recharged by staying inside the terror radius. I like that. As a small quality of life improvement, Distortion will now have an audio clue Q when a token is used. This will make the effects harder to miss. That's cool. Sweet. I wish it was less time in the killer's terror radius, though. I really do think this perk could be upped a bit, but whatever. Iron Will now reduces your grunts of pain by 75%, rather than making you silent, and no longer works while exhausted. That's pretty cool. We've seen some feedback concerning the volume of certain survivors compared to others, causing this perk to be less effective on survivors with louder grunts of pain. In a future update, we'll be reviewing the volume levels of each survivor's grunts to ensure that each of them can make use of this perk. That's awesome. That's really cool. It's really good. Nice. Inner Focus was changed in the PTB, but it will be receiving a small tweak in time of release. Currently, Inner Focus allows you to see scratch marks of other survivors within 32 meters. We're removing the range requirement entirely, letting those with a keen eye spot distant scratch marks too. That's actually kind of cool. That's really cool. Nice. Visual changes. The progression overhaul came paired with several new cosmetic details, including new charms and effects. Unfortunately, the feedback to some of these new elements in the PTB was less than stellar. Yeah. They're being very honest with us. That's weird. We want to use those rewards to feel like a satisfying payoff for the effort that they take to earn, so we've taken your feedback into consideration and iterated to each one of them. Perk Charms. Fucking hell, they look garbage. Reaching Prestige 7, 8, and 9 will unlock one of the character's unique perks as a charm, allowing you to showcase both your favorite perks and your dedication to your favorite characters. On the PTB, these charms had the perks icon on the red background. While these certainly stood out in a match, many felt that they lacked the flair that such a reward should have. Going forward, these charms will have a purple background like the actual tier 3, and if that's terrible. Is anyone with me on that? I think it just looks tacky. Yeah, I think it looks real tacky, but that's just me. Character portraits. Those who reach Prestige 3 to the progression overhaul will receive a special effect on their character's portrait, to commemorate their achievement. On the PTB, this effect appeared as yellow orbs drifting across their portraits. For the full release, this effect has been replaced entirely with animated scratch marks. Okay. Additionally, the effect will appear between the characters and the background rather than on top of the characters. As on the PTB, you can disable this effect on the options if desired. Oh man, that looks so much better. That looks so good. That looks really good, man. Prestige icons. Oh, man. It just looks so bad to me. I'm sorry, guys. With Prestige now extended all the way to 100, we unveiled some new icons to showcase your level. This icon becomes more intricate and lavish the further you raise your Prestige level. We've made some slight improvements following the PTB and added gold trim to all Prestige icons, giving the lowest prestiges some well-deserved flair. I don't know what I would have done. I just don't like it. What do you guys think? Those prestige ones look the best, though. That looks really cool. I don't know, man. That looks alright, to be honest. The 100, I think. Maybe some blood or something like that dripping on stuff. Like, I don't know. Different for killers and survivors, maybe. Maybe this would be good for survivor. That's not a bad shout. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too whingy. But that's it, guys. That is the amended changes from the PTB that is going to be in the live servers. They have actually addressed quite a fair bit of concerns I've had there, being that the prestige system was a little bit of a joke. They've upped the cap on 1 million blood points, which I think is much needed. The fact you can earn more blood points in a certain field in a match, I think is a really good thing as well. And it's not going to be the endurance matter. It's not going to stack. We can all de-stress now. We can all chill out. I was stressing as well. I'm not adding myself in that. But what do you guys think? Let us know in the comments down below. Please, I want to hear what you guys have to say about this. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe as well if you're new here. And also consider following me over on Twitter, Twitch, and joining the Discord. All those links are in the description below. Also, you can check me live right now on Twitch talking about this said subject and the update in general. Right now. Click the link below, guys. We need more of you YouTubers coming over to my Twitch. It would be awesome. All right, guys. Love you all. Have a great day. See you in the next one.